Nothing else can stop me from my vision of me making it. The level of commitment to really say you really want to make it as an athlete, whatever you think you're doing now, you're not doing enough.
Coach Corey Fuller.
Good afternoon. Pirate Nation, how we doing? Y'all can be practicing now. Be practicing. Y'all want to go to practice? Coach, you want to go to practice? You don't want to waste the time. We go to practice now. Pirate Nation, how we doing? All right. To all the other athletes in here, thank you for being here. First of all, Coach, well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to the young people. Something that I love to do right here. Now, I'm going to get loose now. No, I have my shirt and my pants in front of my players. I'm going to take my shirt and my pants. I'm going to like y'all my players for this 30 minutes or less. You know, Coach Welker gave an introduction to me, and it still to this day, I look at myself and I say to myself, did I really accomplish all those things that he said? It's very hard being a high school athlete this day and time, but realistically, it's really not. Now, I heard Coach Welker say some of y'all think y'all coming from hard environments. I'm gonna just give y'all a rundown before I actually get to talking to y'all. I grew up in housing projects 21 years. My little brother was murdered at 18. I have dyslexia. I blew my right knee out at Florida State my true junior year. I blew my right ankle out my freshman year. I barely got out of high school, and I graduated college in 5 years. And really, at big-time colleges, it's football and then education. So, I kind of eliminated excuses. I forgot to tell y'all guys, my daddy wasn't in my life. I played football from the time I was 6 until 33. And Coach Rob, I played 10 years. I need that extra year on my pension. Not that. That 10 means something. So, let's start in the household. My daddy wasn't there. My mother, I've been on food stamps and welfare. I had a little brother that I was trying to raise when I was a little boy. I found out I had dyslexia. Anybody know what dyslexia is? Yeah. What is that? No. Try again. Next hand. There you go. They say dyslexia, people that have so severe they see letters and numbers backwards. I don't have it to that extent. It's just when I got diagnosed in my educational, I went to public schooling. So with that said, because I'm going to visit all those points I just talked about. The topic today, the next 4 years determines your next 40. And y'all, some of y'all need to write the scripture down that I'm about to give you. James 1:8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways and receives nothing from the Lord. James 1:8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways and receives nothing from the Lord. I'm going to tell you, if you're an athlete, you need to check that scripture out. I know we love to say Philippians, all that stuff. Through Christ I can do all things, but listen to me. When you're young and you're an athlete, there are so many things that get thrown up in your face and challenges. Do this, do that. Out of temptation of being part of something. So I say this to you today. To be a football player, to be a true football player, or to be a true athlete, there's a certain level of commitment, attitude, and choices that has to be done. You know, with all that stuff, I knew from the time I was a little boy, literally, it's not one of these stories where you made it and then you talk about it. Oh yeah, no. If they had video cameras on our phone, if I would have video my life like most kids do today, when you make a play, you go to the film room, you pause it, then you play it, then you screenshot it, then you put it on your social media, Facebook. If I'd have done that, I probably would have ran out of footage. I learned at a very young age, because of the environment I was in, that I wanted to be different. It was a time when we was growing up, when you was an athlete, it meant something. These coaches here today, it meant something from a kid like me coming from nothing. No father figure. A coach was the closest thing I came to a father figure. And the best role model that I had, from Pop Warner to the NFL. Because the lessons that that I learned from a coach, I still carry them today. And the one thing about coaches, every time, and it's a job that we don't make a lot of money no matter what school you at. You can't pay for time. Every time we give y'all our time, we give you a part of us we won't never get back again. And it's vice versa. So our time is very valuable and your time is very valuable. That's why I say being an athlete, it means something. Your commitment. Nobody wakes up every day, the first, y'all in school, we start school on Monday where I'm from. Nobody wakes up every day for the first 2 weeks of school and gets up to go to tour days if you're not committed. But along that commitment, some of y'all want to get jobs. Some of you, when you get sore, you want to lay in and say, make up a lame excuse. You know, my birthday was every year was May 1st in spring football. I've never missed a high school practice and said it's my birthday. Because where I come from, black kids don't celebrate birthdays. We don't get outfits for school on first day. We wear hand-me-downs. We don't play like we're in games. In my neighborhood, you're either in it, you're involved in it, or you're away from it. So that video that went viral, it wasn't supposed to go viral. That was ordained by God. Because I didn't tell the guy that shot the video that's sitting right there to video this. I had been on vacation, I come back and my kids, they're not responding. And sometimes our choices, the way we carry ourselves, it makes it hard. The people we hang out with. A man told me a long time ago, you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. That's why I say the title of it. These 4 years potentially sets your next 40 years of living up. See, people, young people today, they take, I'm going to be here forever. But my little brother, remember, he got shot at 18. Now, to some people, that was a short life, but if you ask one of us that's in our 40s or 50s, God give me 18 more years, that's a long time. Right, Coach? It's all about how you look at it. These 4 years right here, the choices that you make right now is going to determine the next 40 years of your life. I tell my kids all the time that I work with, you got your whole life to make a choice to work at McDonald's. They're always going to start you off minimum wage. You got your whole life to be average. You got 4 years of your life to try to be great in high school. Because without nothing in high school, if you don't invest here, 9 times out of 10 there's not an investment in college to get. Because you didn't put nothing in the tank 4 years earlier. So if you're a freshman, your clock just started. If you're a sophomore, you're down to 3 years. A junior, you're down to 2. So you seniors, you got 9 months to try to make this end right. And college is not for everybody. But you still got 9 months of structured discipline, commitment, will to make your next 40 years of your life. Because you're going to learn lessons out here on a football field that you're going to have to use in life. So there has to be a commitment. And y'all are committed. But it's every day. I tell my kids all the time, when I was your age, everybody in the country knew who I was at my position. Don't tell us how good you are. Show us. Don't tell us you want to do something and you're not committed. I can tell by the way you go in the weight room, by the way you work. I can tell by the way you run. Because you want to be good. Every one of y'all in this room that's an athlete, you should want to be the best in what you do. Don't strive. Everybody get mad at Kobe Bryant because he want to be like Michael Jordan. They say he's the best. Who wants to be like the second? Nobody remember number 2. I learned that lesson at Florida State. Choices. Got some information about some things that happened in the last week. The number 1 choice and the best choice I made in my life was the company that I kept. You think I have a chance to smoke weed? Think I have a chance to drink? You think I have a chance to put a gun in my hand and do the wrong thing? It was there for me too. my family structure was bigger than them bad choices that people normally make. The system is not designed for when you get in to get out of it now. I have friends that have been locked up and done 15, 20 years in federal prison. They come home and they're still on probation. The system is designed to break you. Either break your will for keeping you locked up, or when you come out, you're going to be on probation. You're going to pay us. You're going to get a job that you don't want, that you don't like. Because you remember them 4 years in high school when you did nothing? Set your future up for nothing. So a lot of times we want to do things to fit in. I never was that guy. And somebody in this room today, you're not that guy. Don't be a follower. Because 9 times out of 10, from where I come from, the guy that follows is the one that always get hurt in the end. I can stand in front of y'all today, never been high or drunk in my life. Never. And that's just because of the choice that I made at an early age. But when you see somebody that get on crack cocaine and they look like us healthy, and in 3 months, they look like they sick. When you see an alcoholic that's stumbling in the house 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning talking to themselves, it's something that I didn't desire to do. Because you see it, you don't have to be it. What you hear is not what you have to do. And that's what we're doing today, young folks. Just because you see it, the guy walking around with his pants pulled down, he going nowhere. The guy walking around on the corner with his white t-shirt on, his white shoes, he getting dressed every day to go nowhere in life. God gave every one of y'all a unique gift in this room. Every one of you athletes got a unique gift. Now what are you going to do with it? We committed because we're going. That's a certain level to go every day to a function where a coach blowing the whistle, hollering and screaming at you. There's a commitment there. You got that down. Am I going to make the right choices when I'm not with coach? Or I'm going to be part of the crew. Man, I ain't going to practice today, man. You know, I'm tired, man. Shoot, they working us too hard. Man, let's go get high, man. Let's smoke a joint. Man, I ain't got no money, man. So now I got to go do something stupid. I got to grab a gun. Are you going to be part of that crew? Are you going to say, man, you know what? I'm not going to go to practice. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to drink. I'm tired of being like what I see. I don't have to talk like that. I don't have to cuss because I got cussed at. I don't have to talk foul language and talk to women bad because that's what I heard in my community all the time. I don't have to do that. It don't take much as y'all think. But what it do take, the NFL scout told me at the combine, if I can check hearts, a lot of these guys that's running these 40s that run 4.3 won't get drafted. See, no man can measure your heart. You show them how much heart you got. No opponent should fear another man. You should never fear another man but God. But if your relationship is right with God, you won't fear him neither. You got to have a relationship. It takes a lot, man, to understand what it takes to be a great person, a great athlete. It takes a lot to be a great student. But most of all, be a great child. You know how many young people today don't value their mother, the woman that gave birth to you? Even though my daddy wasn't in my life, I don't disrespect him. He missed it. Can you just imagine your son coming from nothing? You didn't think he was going to be nothing. Then one day you wake up, he on TV. He playing in the NFL. You think he ain't hurt? I want to have a relationship with him, but it can't be monetary. It got to be genuine. And that's why coaching and me speaking to young people is so passionate to me. I don't coach for the money. I coach to save lives. Somebody's life won't change today. Because you know what? You're looking at Corey Fuller and you're saying to myself, maybe I can just do what he did if I just work a little harder. I listen to coach a little more, do my work a little more. See, I almost missed my opportunity. Because in high school, I was BSing around in the 9th and 10th grade. Then my coach said, you know you can go to college? Then all of a sudden these letters start coming. Georgia, Florida State, Alabama. College coach, don't nobody in my family go to college. I went to public school 13 years. I got held back in the 2nd grade. I never sat at the kitchen table with my mother and did homework. The first First time a man told me he loved me, I was 25 years old. I'm only 45 now. Hey, but these coaches, they love you. They're not doing this for the money. It ain't no show. They doing it because they love young people. I've been trying to figure out, why do we hurt the people that love us the most so much just by the way we respond and talk to them? My high school coach name is Mike Higley, in the High School Hall of Fame of the state of Florida. This day right here, if I could suit up and play football one more time, I would run through a wall for him. My college coach, Bobby Bowden, if I could play for him one more time, I'd run through the wall for him and Mickey Andrews. My coach that just passed, Dennis Green, if I could line up one more time and play for the Vikings, I would run a wall for him. And that's a business in the NFL. But it's what they put inside of me. Corey, make the right choice. Do the right thing and what God bless you with. That's all we ask. We don't want to meet one of our former players 5, 10 years. See, because right now, y'all just see you now. You don't see you being. Because that's why the choices are so important. Because you see you now, in 5 years, you're being right here. In 10 more years, you'll be right here. So you got to see yourself in your being and not your now. Too many people are stuck in their now and not seeing their being. See, I saw myself being in the NFL. I saw myself after somebody told me, you can go to college. Coach, I'm struggling with English. Math was my subject. I knew one day I had to know how to count. I was going to give me a little money. I was doing math a little hard. College? For real? There's some player on this team right here. You playing football just to be playing. But you got to give. There's 123 Division I schools. There's 2,800 scholarships given out a year at Division I. There's 118, 115, something like that. Division I schools, they give out 1,800. And it just trickled down. Those are scholarships. You trying to tell me, out of 250 kids, 250,000 kids that play football in high school, I'm not good enough at NIA, Division III, Division II, to get a scholarship? What are you doing it for? Just make the right choices. Work hard. Pay attention to the details. Know your job better than the man that's behind you or in front of you or across from you. Somebody gonna recognize that. And people love winners. Coaches love winners. You can have average talent. A coach wants to surround himself with winners. So make the right choice today. It ain't always a guy that look like a stud that gonna go off and be the one that do it. No. I played with a lot of guys that people thought shouldn't be in the NFL. Now at Florida State, I played with guys that was Florida State material. But the NFL is a draft pool. Free agent. So don't come to this building or go out into that pirate locker room and say to myself, I ain't going to college for this. If you don't put your best foot forward, you won't never know. This is the one thing that I always told myself when it really came down to it. Do I have the will to be great? See, I know I was committed. I knew at a young age I'm going to make the right choices. But that run out sometime. Because we get tired, we get frustrated when we lose, when things ain't going right. But now do I have the will to keep going? Do I have the will to try to be a good student? Do I have the will to be the guy that ain't going to mess up what God gave me? You think about this. I was 5'11", I was 205 pounds. I could run 4.3. I ran 10.3 or below in the 100 meters. I could hit a baseball. I could catch a baseball. Did I have a will? A lot of y'all young people today, you got all the skill and no will to be great. Now, we play the greatest team sport in the world, football. There's no other sport that has this many guys that sit in a room that have to be on the same page every play, besides football. The guys that sit in the back, the freshmen, do you have the will to stand in front of a guy that's a senior? Most of y'all are skittish and scared right now. played one JV game at a predominantly all-black high school. We produced more pro players at the high school I went to than any high school in Leon County. Look it up. We've never won a state title. But because of where we come from, we had a lot of will and a lot of heart. We knew if we could just get out of our community, we had a great chance of making it. So I challenge myself, and I challenge my kids every day. I don't let my kids listen to rip-rap music in the locker room. I brought a speaker, and I thought I was going to let them be young. And I come in there early in the morning, y'all play, I can't even understand the music today. And I'm still young. But I challenge you guys. This was the first time last year I had a winter season in the school history. Now everybody remember, y'all know that, right? You know, the Pirates, when you come on Friday night, now, you're not the old Pirates, or the guys the week before when they get ready to play the Pirates, they're going to schedule, we ain't got to play that, we playing the Pirates. Now you know everybody working out for y'all now. Y'all used to work out for them, they're working out for y'all. They don't know about y'all will y'all got now. See, somebody showed you the light. Behind this curtain, there's a state title, there's a district title. There's a regional and a sectional behind this curtain, but you just can't run up here and open it. You got to have the will to start over here. And see, when the ropes open to the curtain, they come this way. It's a long journey down to Orlando, even though y'all just right down, get on I-4, y'all right there. We got to start over here. Because it started with week 1. Got to put it back. Week 2, it's going to keep opening. But everything y'all want, it's going to take every piece of ounce of will and every man and every coach in this room. It's not easy. I work at a school they had never won before. The hardest thing to do is convince a loser that he deserves to win. Y'all did that. But the only thing about it, we don't start when we finish that. We start back, everybody's oh. Now, do we have the will? Push ourselves a little harder when things get a little tough in the fourth quarter. Do we have the will when Coach said we need to run one more sprint? Because this was going to beat man. We beat our rivals, all year, since that first game last year. They got to get the will and the courage to beat y'all now. They've been thinking about y'all. See, when you win after losing for so long, you don't think about average no more. Who was great in this region? It's Mainland. Let's just face the bullet. You can't beat a bullet till you hit him in the mouth. You can't beat a bullet till you step up to him and hit him in the mouth. Now, Coach told me tomorrow y'all going down there. What's the rival team, Coach? What, they Flagler or somebody? Flagler already know about the Pirates. Because we hit them in the mouth last year. See, they still trying to wonder what happened. They done had 11 months to try to figure it out. They ain't figured that out. Because we done had 11 months to get better. But at Florida State, we had a 2% loss with Mick Andrews. Did we get better every day for the last 11 months? To beat Mainland. Who in this room, Chris Carter used to always say to us, whoever in that room, because only 53 guys are on the NFL team. Every year, that's it. Ain't nobody coming through that door, because school done started, that's going to make things change. Everybody in this room, you locked in. So now can we take all you, even you, what you do? You the kicker? You come over back with me. I ain't got one. You can go with me. I'll put you on my team. You starting kicker right now for East Gas football team. What you play? What you play? What you play, young man? Okay, I'm going to take you. Receive linebacker. I'm going to take a little bit of your wheel, take a little bit of your wheel, take a little bit of your wheel. We're going to put it all in the cup together. Y'all got to be with me now. Stay with me, because we getting to the end. Because we ain't going to win this thing. And we ain't going to get a chance to go to Orlando till we go down a little farther and get off what that is. That little strip right there. Speedway. International Speedway? Yeah, I used to go to Cal down in Daytona. International Speedway. And they ain't that far. You probably throw a rock and hit them right now. They right off International on the right-hand side right there. Vince Carter built that pretty old thing. There's an KPP out, we ain't no longer scared no more. Because you know why? We all got the will. But we all got to put it together. So when my teammate that lack this commitment, you got to go get him. Okay? When the teammate finna make a bad choice, you got to stop him. When the will get weak, you got to keep it going. Your mind back. It's supposed to be dirty, nasty. The Bible says iron sharpen iron. If two pieces of iron hit each other and you hit it with force, it's going to do what? It's going to spark. It didn't say it was going to be smooth all the time. So every now and then, we got to sharpen each other. Now you got the commitment. You got the choices. You got the will. Y'all remember that, man. You got to keep everybody committed. Somebody about to make a bad choice, you got to hold them accountable. You got to tell them, hey man, you can't do that. We can't beat Mainland without you. I ain't even worried about the other game, coach. I'm worried about the real guy. You know, like when somebody commit a crime, it's always normally 2 or 3 of them. They want the main suspect first. And make him break, he'll tell on everybody else. You're the main suspect. When somebody about to make a bad choice, nah, it's all on video. You got to hold them accountable. You got me? You got the will. You got the will. In these 4 years, you know, when you go down there, coach say, we got to watch film. You watch film. You study film. Y'all just watch it. Coaches study. Y'all got to learn how to study it. Now, when you learn how to study it, now you getting somewhere as a football player. That is to learn the other team tendencies. I'm going to say this to you, I'm going to be done now. Y'all follow me now. You watch film and you study film to learn the other team tendencies. Their strong points and their weak points. The only thing about the 3 things we touched on today, a film, once you put it in there, you can rewind as much as you want to. The only problem with that in life, there's no rewind. You got 4 years to control your next 40 years. God bless you. Thank you.